Hi, this is Brandon Moon with Moonlit Fly Fishing. I just want to welcome you to fly tying night tonight. Tonight we're going to be tying up a cool beetle pattern that I like to call the Glimmer Beetle. Real fast, simple pattern, has a nice shimmer and glimmer effect to it, especially when the light shines on it. With that, I'd like to make sure and invite you that if you find any kind of value in this video at all, that you make sure and do us a favor. Make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive future notification, and then share the video. This helps us out a great deal as we work to create good content and grow our channel. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and put my hook in the vise. The hook that I'm using today is the Moonlit Tagada ML 221 hook, and the thread I'm using is Semperfly's Classic Wax ADOT in black, and I'm tying this on a size 10 today. You can see I'm going to wrap just down the bend of that hook. That's roughly going to be about where the barb was if it was a regular hook there. So I'll wrap that down there. Then I'm going to take some copper holographic tinsel from Semperfly in the 1/32 size, and I'm just going to tie that down here, and I'm just going to wrap that up and secure that down going up the hook shank. And I'll wrap all the way back up. Then I'm just going to create a little bit of bulk mass here, going back to the back. You don't have to do this. I just like to add a little bit of mass to my fly on this body before I attach the rest of it. So I'm going to go back up to the front. I'll half hitch that right there so that I can use my rotary feature. Now I'm going to take my tinsel, and I'm just going to wrap that all the way forward. The rotary feature makes this really nice and fast and really simplistic on this Nirvana rotary vise version 2. So I'll wrap that up to the top. I want that secure point to be on the top because I'll cover it up with, shrink that up, because I'll cover that up with my foam. Secure that down. Now I'm just going to take my scissors, trim that out. You can see there's a little tag end sticking up top. Easier to hide that on the top end than it is on the bottom. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take a piece of zero gravity foam in the 2mm. You can see that's cut the width of the hook gape there. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it just behind the eye of the hook there, and I'll just secure that down nice and good. Then in front just a couple times. I'm going to half hitch it here, and I do just about a 3-turn half hitch. I'm going to take my scissors and just trim that down just a little bit, and that just helps keep my fly or my foam from folding down and creating a little bit of a odd sense there. So I'm going to take my thread to the back end of this, and I'm going to secure that thread down. Now I'm going to lay that foam. I can pull it somewhat tight, and you can see I haven't quite taken and trimmed out this thread here. Now I can trim that out. You can do that at the same time as you cut your piece out here. And I'm just going to cinch that down tight. That's just going to help my foam from not wanting to maneuver too much. Now I'm going to take and half hitch this here too. And that's going to create my underbody to this beetle. Now I need to take and start this at the eye of the hook again. Get that started. Now I'm going to take my foam and I'm going to pull it and kind of stretch it a little bit over the shell back there. Or the body as a shell back. And I'm just going to secure that down. Pull it back. 3 wraps in front. Then I'll take and I'll half hitch. Or half hitch this here with my whip finish here. I know there's a few of these start-in points and everything else here, but it's really fast to do this versus going over and creating different things. And then I'm going to create about a 1/4 to 2/3 for kind of the head thorax on this beetle. I'll secure that down. Now I'm going to take and snip out my tag end. For the legs on this, I'm using Semperfly's Silly Legs in the burnt orange barred. I've taken one and cut it in half, and then I'm going to fold it over again. So I get 2 flies for every strand of Silly Legs. And I'm just going to take that and mark my legs just past the back end of my beetle. I'm going to give 2 nice loose wraps. I'm going to pull my foam up through that point and then situate my legs. And then I'll give it another secure wrap, kind of seat it in place. For my underwing, I'm using Semperfly's Crystal Flash, and I'm doing the copper color, and it's not really even because I've been tying a couple. And I'm just going to take 2 loose wraps, take this and fold it over. I want to make sure I secure that up on the top as much as possible. Instead of the sides, I'm just going to kind of pull a few of those in, and then I'm going to really tighten that down. Now I can trim this out. And my wing, I want my wing to be just about the back end of the body of this fly. Now I'm going to take some cream colored poly yarn from Semperfly, and we'll place that down. I trim these out, the wing out just a little bit shorter than normal, but it'll still work. Same deal, I'm going to create and pull back over like it's going over just a little bit, so I'm going to pull it back over. And that's just going to help secure that wing in so that it doesn't slip out. trim it out. Tighten it down. Now I'm going to trim that piece just a little bit, just so that it doesn't want to pop out on me. We can clean up any of those fibers now before we pull this back. And I'll pull it and stretch it just a little bit and then secure it down and release it. I'm going to crank that down. Now I'll take my legs and just about, I don't know, 2 eye lengths in front of the hook eye, the hook there, I'm going to trim that out. Now we can take whip finish tool and whip finish. 1, 2, 3. Finish that. Trim that final piece up there and create a V shape there. To finish this off, I'm just going to take a little bit of head cement just to help make this a little more secure. Push that in to seep into the thread there. And there you have it, the Glimmer Beetle. Awesome pattern. You can tie this with a shiny green belly, copper, red, whatever color you want. You can change up this variation with some foam, different color foam, different color underbody as well. So if you find any value in this video, please make sure that you hit the like button, leave us a comment, subscribe, then the bell to receive notification, and the share button to share it with your friends. That helps us out a great deal and we appreciate the support. Great pattern to fish during the summer and fall. Beetles are an effective pattern for fish, and we hope that you get good use out of this and have a good evening. We'll see you next week.